Hi guys. Okay, so 2.75. Recently I've just been modelling some jewellery, and we're going to get this 3D printed, this particular ring. So one of the issues that I ran into when I was working away on it is that I sort of need to know the distance between several points. So just to get an idea of the thickness of this object. And obviously inside of Maya, there's nothing to do that really quickly. You know, traditionally you'd use just your measuring tools, so your distance tool. But that's quite slow and tedious, having to snap at 2 points and so forth. So now in version 2.75 of the Dark Arts, just inside the text field, whenever we select two objects, if I go vertices, so with two objects selected, you can see how it's giving me it's actually giving me a distance between those 2 points. So if I select, say, that point to that point, I can see that this is 0.5 millimeter thick. And so if I go to this point here and this point here, I can see that's 0.72 of a millimeter thick. So it's just a real fast way of getting thicknesses or getting the size of 2 points inside of Maya. Which, yeah, I find absolutely quite handy. So it also works on if you have several objects. So I've got this object here, and so if I just duplicate that now, you can see what these two objects selected. We're getting the distance between them, and one of the cool things when you've got objects is that it'll automatically just retain them in memory, so when you do move it, you can see the Dark Arts automatically updating on that. So pretty handy there. One of the other nice new tools that's inside the Dark Arts is just a fast selection tool. So if you go to selections and you go down to selection to shelf, it'll create this little shelf button here, just on your whatever shelf that you've got selected. And so this fast select icon basically does as it says. So say if I select say some vertices, for instance, and I click on that, you can see we're getting an interesting name there. But the cool thing about it is that it'll remember the selection just nice and fast for you. So say if I'll just create a new scene, and so if I make it's the cube. And let's make, let's go and snap that. Let's make several of those. And if I just go, say 4x, fan that out. And I'll just move it forward, create a selection of that. Oops. And you can see as soon as it makes a shelf button, it actually names it after the first object that you selected. So once again, just really handy sort of thing for maintaining selections, especially if you're say if you're animating and you've got just a bunch of rig controllers that you want to create a selection of. This is just a nice fast way of doing that for you. And as you can see, it just randomizes the actual color of the text in the background, just to help you identify what's selected. One of the other cool things about it is I can obviously select those, or I can select the select the cube. But one of the cool things, if you've got nothing selected at all, and you can click on the fast select button, it actually gives you the option to delete off all the shelf buttons. So you can see we're back to a nice clean shelf again. There's a few other things in 2.75. The mirror animation tool's been updated, so that's now version 0.44. So that supports saving selections, and yeah, it's just got a few other nice little features in there just to speed up the animation workflow. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later, and yeah, enjoy the new tools, especially that measuring tool. That's really good. Okay, see you.